Living Emunah by Rabbi David Asher, Part 41. End the suffering. The Svash MS received a letter in which the writer described how he suffers from so many hardships in his life and how things never seem to go his way. The Rebbe responded, citing the halacha of Megillat 31a. This means that on the two occasions during the year when we read the Tochacha in the Torah, the segment warning of the calamities that will befall the Jewish people if they betray Hashem. Once in the Parashat Bekuchasai and once in the Parashat Ki Tavo. The entire section must be read in the same aliyah. A congregation should not interrupt in the middle of the Tochacha. The reason for this halacha, as the Midrash in Dvarim Rabbah 4.1 explains, is that Hashem says, "It is not proper for my children to be cursed while I am blessed." When a person comes up to the Torah for an aliyah, he recites a bracha, giving praise to Hashem and describing him as a king of the world. Hashem does not wish to be blessed while dreadful curses are being read about his children, and therefore halacha forbids being called for an aliyah during the reading of the Tochacha. In light of this halacha, the Shvash Emet advised this man to praise and thank Hashem at all times, acknowledging that he knows what he is doing. If he praises Hashem, then the Yeshurim suffering that he endures will disappear, because Hashem cannot bear to hear his praises while his children are suffering. He will thus have no choice but to bring an end to the man's suffering. One man faced a grave crisis. Large sums of money, which he knew he did not actually owe, were being demanded from him. Instead of crying and worrying about the problem, he went to the beach, looked out at the ocean, and began contemplating all his blessings in life and how grateful he is to Hashem. For an entire hour he thanked him and affirmed his belief that the people coming after him are just puppets sent by Hashem for whatever reason, and that they too, in some way, are an expression of his kindness. The next morning the claim was dropped. If he had spent an hour crying and fretting over the problem, he would have accomplished nothing. But by using the opportunity to thank and give praise to Hashem, handing the situation over to him, with peace of mind, the problem was solved. The Sefer Divrei Israel, Parashat Behar, writes that anxiety and depression block the pipelines that bring blessing and prosperity. One opened those pipes by recognizing that Hashem is in charge and controls the world. If only people would bless and praise Hashem more, rather than worry and complain, they would see miracles, because, as we have seen, praising Hashem has the effect of eliminating harsh judgments. It is said in the name of Tzadikim that if a person turns to Hashem and say, "You are so kind, you give me so much kindness, and I am so grateful for everything," then Hashem says to him, "You think this is good? I will show you what goodness really is." Let us therefore accustom ourselves to constantly thank and praise Hashem in all situations, and we will then fulfill one of our main mission in life of the Pasuk in Yeshaya 43:21 that states, "I have created this nation for me, that they should speak my praises."